Yeah, I think there's polarity. I mean, there's polarity in any community you go. You know,
Polarity or plurality?
plurality.
Okay,
Right.
all right.
In any community has different ways to offer. In Pakistan, is a little more striking because, I mean, within Pakistan there are different languages, there are different cultures, there are different backgrounds,
That's true.
and it's laid out like north south. And if you start from north, you'll experience a whole different culture in environment, and as you're going
Absolutely.
south, it's way different. And in one language, it's a lot more less progressive, and slowly as you're going towards south and more urban areas, it becomes a more progressive culture. Even in the same areas, if you go from rural areas to more urban areas, it becomes a little more progressive.
And the various provinces they differ from one another.
Yeah.
There's drastic differences, but there's a lot of plurality and there's a lot of polarity at the same time. It's quite polarized too, between the rich and the poor and
Yeah.
all that. It exists. It exists in every society, every country. I think
I know.
it's not. When you let the extremes take the face of what we're not actually, because the general public in Pakistan is very moderate. It's very understanding, very tolerant, and that's not what people perceive. I guess that's at least what we assume.
But,
More
but
like
again, I mean,
American
they're being
Pakistanis.
exposed to these subtle values with them not realizing that this is something that is being taught for them. This is natural. I mean, Mike is born and grew up that their grandparents live in the same house where they're growing up is just a natural thing for them. Like which when you moved here, you were what, 7, 8?
I was nine.
She was 9, and her grandma lives with them, and she still lives. She's still alive. She's in her late 80s. And for her, growing up looking at this was a norm. It wasn't anything out of the ordinary. So when she got married to me and saw my mom living with us, that was fairly normal, acceptance for
Yeah,
her.
it's not a big deal. I mean, it's just the way we
So
want, and we want it to be that way too.
yeah, but I mean, once you
Yeah.
grow up in that environment, it kind of becomes a part of you, and it doesn't seem odd to you. So that same thing. I mean, my kids will have some different perspective, but seeing that from
But they
get
see
go.
me with my grandmother, and then they see their grandma in the house, and it's very present. They have an understanding that the grandparents' role in their lives is crucial. It's essential. They understand that, which I'm assuming and hoping will carry on for them at the same time, whether we choose to live with them or not. But at least the bottom line of respect is quite big, quite huge for them. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it does a lot. I mean, a simple
Absolutely.
example is, I mean, my kids speak 2 languages now. I mean, all, including my youngest one, will speak Urdu. But when he will come to us, he will still speak in English. But when he goes to my mom, he will automatically speak in Urdu. So he has that interaction, which he carries
It's
forward,
so
even
instinctive
at
in
age
him.
3. It's very
Yeah.
instinctive.
It's very instinctive of him to just be with the grandparents and just click in the Urdu. And when he's with us, for some reason, even though I want him to be more instinctively speaking Urdu with me, he just wants to speak in English. But he knows where the distinction is between even the grandparents' role and the parents' role and his siblings and stuff. And even among us siblings, like my sisters, we talk, communicate with each other in English. But when I talk to my parents, automatically it's Urdu. I won't even turn to English unless I really need to.
I mean, me coming here, interacting, has broadened my definition of my own
Mm-hmm.
religion, has helped me understand my religion even in a better way.
Okay.
So if you go back and ask the same question to someone in Pakistan, and they're going to give you a strict definition, has to be 2.5% of your annual income, needs to be given out this amount of time of the month of the year to these kinds of people. But again, that's living in isolation. When you take the same person out, expose them to a broader group of people, and have them learn the humanity, they can actually learn more about their religion and broaden their perspective. So I think that's where the interaction makes
Okay.
even become a better religion. Moving from me, we actually moved from New York here, so there was a big cultural difference, right? So it was like you were going back many years, decades, into the environment where people are simple, they still cherish family and human interaction rather than a very instrumental and computerized interaction with each other. There's a face value to what you say, and you're accepted based on who you are rather than any other secondary gain from it or reasoning behind it.
I think for me, the striking factor was they were very welcoming. coming from a big city, from a big city rather, more like a bigger stage and stuff. And I just assumed I was coming back into something where I might not be accepted, whether it was for my race, whether for my background. But it was completely opposite. We were so welcomed in this town, and it just was a really, really nice experience. The people were very nice around here. So and it's become a part of us. And we've seen so much change happening in Pocatello that I feel like it's